couple quick little pointers. The biggest mistake people make when they pot their plants is they put the dirt way too high. Okay, you need room. Let's see if I can get a good view, but I mean, you could see how much room there is. When you water, like people, they don't understand that when you water, you need room for it. Otherwise, it'll just overflow, and when that happens, you're losing all your nutrients and stuff because you're wash off. So if you make sure that you keep it a little bit lower, your edges stay moister longer. Okay? But I thought I'd let you guys know, like, for house pots and stuff like that, your flower pots out in the front yard and what have you, that mix is perfect, okay? Now, a lot of you have gardens, all right? So something like that might not be feasible for a garden, all right? Because some of these organics, they're not cheap, okay? Like that Never Sink blend, that stuff's like $75 a bag, okay? And that perlite's like $60 a bag, okay? So some people don't have that opportunity, but I do have other ways to be able to help you out to have a very huge production as far as vegetables and fruits and stuff. But what I use out in the field are these two things here. All right, I use Boogie Brew, and what this is this is actually the ingredients and base for a composting brew here. It's a very nutritious tea, and I suggest looking them up, okay, because it gives the entire list of everything that is in here. But it's got to be done a certain way. Like, you can sprinkle some of this into your soil, but for the size of the bag and the cost, that's not feasible. So that's why you make a concentrated tea out of it. All right, and there's 2 bags in here, and you take equal parts from each one. So 1 cup and 1 cup. That would make you about 20 gallons, I want to say. So you have to depend on how much you're going to make. If you're making just like a watering can full, you're going to use teaspoons or tablespoons, okay? But what you do is you get yourself a bucket, okay, and fill it with water, non-chlorinated water, not your city tap water, okay? You need well water, bottled water. You cannot use chlorinated water, okay? This stuff is designed to increase microbial growth, okay? That is so important in soil. And your chlorine in your city tap water will kill it off, so it defeats the whole purpose, all right? So what you do is you get a burlap bag or a mesh bag, okay, and an air stone with an air pump. You put the air stone in the bag, and you put that in your bucket of water with the mix in it. Okay, this mix goes in the burlap bag, and it's like a tea bag essentially. All right, so you let that brew with the air stone going overnight. All you need is overnight. You could even do it in 6 hours given proper temperatures. All right, and then your top of your bucket will get this like thick foam-like bubbles on it. When you see that, that's done. That's ready. Okay. And then all you do is you fill your watering can up, and you just give your plants a shower, and your plants will absorb it. You can either pour directly into the soil or directly over the plants, depending on your concentration level, okay? So if you want the best vegetables or the biggest buds of whatever plants you guys are growing, all right, but this right here, I have single-handedly used this stuff and had the absolute best tomato harvest I've ever had. Okay, so I swear by this stuff. All right, and I dose this, I make this about once a month, and I give them all nutrients in the field about once a month. All right, sometimes I alternate. Sometimes 1 month I'll use this. I like to use this in the beginning stages because your plants are going to need more of a nitrogen intake in the beginning stages up until they start, flowering and fruiting and what have you. But this is a concentrate, so it's literally like a teaspoon per gallon, okay? And it stinks, okay? It stinks. I'm not going to lie, it stinks. And you can't get away from the stink because it stinks, all right? But it is the second best stuff, okay? So if you don't have the ability to get this, then I would definitely dose with this at least once a month, okay? And if you follow the instructions on the back, it tells you everything to do. These two right here alone will give you an amazing garden. This, with the proper nutrients added, you will have the best garden ever, all right? And I'm not just, I don't sell this stuff, okay? I don't make money on this. This just shit that I have learned over the years and have tried, trial and error. Some of the stuff that you see at Walmarts and all of the other stores, it's all mostly a gimmick. It's mostly chemicals that are bound with salts, okay? Both of which are not good for your plants. That's why I use all organic. Everything I use will always be organic, okay? So, with all of that being said, I hope when you guys go and prep your gardens for next year, you think about this stuff, all right? They sell that at Walmart. That you can get online. Look up boogiebrew.com. They also sell it on Amazon. It's extremely expensive through Amazon, so you're better off getting it through Boogie Brew. Okay? But these two things are great stuff. So, I hope y'all have happy gardens next year. Later.